Well, week 3 in the A7FL has come and gone, and as we now head towards the Easter break, some teams trying to separate themselves into who is in the top upper echelon in the A7FL. We have 3 teams that are undefeated. No, 4 teams that are undefeated.
Really?
4 teams going into the Easter break undefeated in the league. 2
Well, we got
in the
Animals,
east, 2 in the west. Stealth and the U.
Stealth and the U. Okay. All right.
And the 2 winless teams are the Renegades and the Hunters. But welcome to the Mizzle and Dove A7FL Week 3 recap show. I'm Mizzle. That's Mizzle. I'm
You are
Dub.
not. Look here. Look here.
I do not have hair on my head. Only on my face.
Unless you just went and got yourself tanned a little bit, then yeah, and you grew hair very fast.
If I got tanned and I'm not the whitest black skin there is, I'm retiring today. However, lots of action went down in the A7 today.
Yes. Where shall we start?
Some things not surprising, some things kind of surprising, but I guess you could say we'll start with the champs as they played Ironman football yet again as they traveled to Lexington, Kentucky to play the Phantoms. And as it was the previous week, the Phantoms were in there giving the team all they handled, but the BIC, being the defending champs, and being what you said, of course, the current MVP, Sterry Cotrington, was on the All-Pro Jaffos this past Friday. Of course, Mizzle was a part of that show, and basically, Sterry does what Sterry does, and the Brothers in Christ get the 38-12 victory to improve their march to 2-1.
You can clearly tell maybe some of the travel had something to do with it, maybe, but in the first half, just how the Phantoms played against the Animals last week, tough first half, but after that second half started, BIC opened up and just imposed their will, man. It was a good game. It's a good game.
Do you think the champs are starting to hit their stride?
Well, if they did it this way with not even their full squad, what can we imagine if they get their full squad together? They didn't even travel well, and so.
But I mean, the more they play Ironman football, which they did last year with the Final Four, and holding off a very gamed sick with the team, and then to do the same thing in Lexington, Kentucky, which it's not a greater travel as coming from New Jersey to Vegas, but to still go up there and basically pull away and take care of business and getting their second consecutive win after the shocking loss to the Patterson U. The champs seem to be hitting their stride, and good morning, as it is after midnight here on the West Coast, and it's 3 a.m. on the East. But
yes, indeed.
To the 26 viewers rocking with us, welcome, hello, good morning.
Yes, indeed.
And all that good stuff. Recapping week 3 of the A7FL as we will take Easter Sunday off, and we will reconvene on the 12th of April, and we'll have some interesting matchups there.
Big matchups.
But the Trenton BIC took care of business, beating the Phantoms by a final score of 38-12. I will say this. The Animals red jerseys. Very nice. Very nice.
They're going to be busting out some different ones against BIC in 2 weeks.
So is that some inside information that you and Mr. Tinder conversated in?
Oh, yeah. It's nice to talk to that young man and to see, for me watching the game, I let him know. I said, hey, man, there was a few of those passes that, I said, you can't make those throws against BIC if you guys are going to, go out there and say what you're going to do. And, he gave me the straight up. He said he played flag the day before. And he said the ball is a little different from the A7 ball. So he said he was trying, but he got back in rhythm though. He was putting the touch on the ball, made some nice throws. His
which
scrambling
it is a
ability is
different texture,
A1.
folks.
Oh yeah, see, you beat me to it. I was gonna go grab it. It's a distance away, but no, he did say, yeah, they were playing flag and stuff like that, but they got it together, and he was throwing some nice crisp pass. His scrambling ability is what A1. So, but yeah, once they got it together and he got his rhythm going, it looked it. Yeah, so I really hope that they get it to they practice because it's a big game in 2 weeks, man. It's a big game.
It definitely is, and I mean this is the one team that they have not proved that they can beaten yet. They beat the U last year, although the U were not at full strength, but still they beat the U. They
Yep.
have beaten everybody else
Except
that they have
BIC.
played they have had, with the exception of the Trenton BIC. It's
Can't
all.
even
I
call it a
mean,
rivalry.
no, it's not a rivalry, but I mean, in order for the animals to go where they need to go, um, hello Prime, how are you? But in order
Is
for them
that
to,
is that
no,
that's not the that's
that's
not our
not
prime, is it?
that's not Shannon Allen.
Okay, we'll say
Um,
it's not our
you
prime.
we'll get to him in just a second because
Yeah,
that young
we're
man.
taking care of the East Coast, and then we'll make our way over to the West
Yeah,
Side.
but um, I will say this. Obviously, you can't turn the ball over, or you can't make
No,
those kind of throws because, again, doing that against the BIC, a full staff roster BIC, with the game taking place
yeah,
in Asbury Park. And I said this, on my broadcast up tonight in Henderson. I said, you cannot give the good teams extra
no,
downs, extra
no.
possessions, because they will get you all the time. And of course, as we talk about on the Mizzle and Dub show, when you drop an interception, a for sure interception,
It bites you in the
it,
ass.
it bites you all the time, and they get you back all the time. Um, but again, um, the animals did what they had to do, took care of business. The heathens getting dominated 46-0 at the hands of
I don't
David Tinder and the
I don't
animals.
even
And
know.
David Tinder came on the chat during our broadcast in the Insomniacs sick game and said, but we did cover. So
Hey, they pitched a shutout.
they did pitch a shot. Well, I mean, a shutout, a win's a win. But boy, those chromed out silver numbers almost kind of make it look like they're the old Rutgers Scarlet Knights jerseys. But
Right? Hey, they were pretty crispy out
yeah,
there. They were
those are some
crispy.
very nice red threads, and I'm anxious to see
Yeah, in
what
two
they
weeks. Yeah.
wear on the 12th, as they will take on the defending champions, the Trenton BIC. And just what do you think the Heathens have to do to put a whole 60 minutes ago? Because I mean, at times they've been in the game, and then it just seems like as the game goes on, I don't want to say that they get tired, but it just seems like the opposing team just imposes their will and pretty much put the shellacking on. I mean, today obviously they didn't score any points at all, but I mean,
Mm-mm.
like I said, against the Phantoms, it was competitive. Then the Phantoms pulled away, and then last week, the U do what the U does against them. Of course, Huff being the magician that he is, and then today it just I don't know, but I
How
mean,
does your MVP race look like? I want to jump back into it. You got to put Huff in there. Sterry's always there, but
well,
who can we who
I'll
can we
say
throw in from the West?
your quarterback with the game he had today.
Well, I was just gonna wait till we got to the West Coast. I wasn't gonna even say it, but since you would have throw Scooter out there, yes
um,
indeedy, yes indeedy.
right now, you would have to put in Shannon Allen.
No, honestly, Prime was a big. We almost voted him in for MVP last year, didn't we? But we gave. I mean, but he earned the
Well,
Rookie of the Year.
he should have won two awards. He should have won not only Defensive Rookie of the Year,
Well,
he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. I think he was also, if I'm not mistaken, Return of the Year. He had two. He won two awards. He won two
he
awards,
wasn't.
but only was given one. But he
Oh
should have
my
had two.
God! And you're not carrying Mr. Palmer. Oh, he's gone. But no. You said defensive player of the year, man. That hands down with Danye, man. It's
I know, but I'm just talking about like this year. Like Shannon Allen has upped
that
his
pick
game
six
up
was nice.
big. Well, I mean Johnny on the spot, and I mean Matt Murphy
Yeah.
who doesn't drop the ball like that or doesn't do that with the ball. But I mean
Yeah.
Prime said thank you and
Right.
high step like Dion. But
Well, let's keep it in the East Coast. We got another East Coast game to talk about.
well, yeah, the
Or did we
Patterson
cover
U
it?
and the Renegades. The Renegades made it interesting,
They
but
fought.
the U held on to get the win 38-28 as they get off to a 3-0 start. So they will definitely head into the bye week feeling confident and feeling like the Patterson U. I mean, they will say that they never left, or I think the difference with them is Huff is healthy, and that is far more different than a injury plagued battling Huff trying to
Yeah.
play through an injury. So I mean, it
Yeah.
just adds to his already
I mean,
legendary
his
Hall of
three
Fame
on one,
A7FL
his three
career.
on one is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, they don't call him the magician for nothing. And of course, you know that the Trident BIC would love another shot at
Oh yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
defending or the current unbeaten Patterson because I'm sure there is another story to be told with those two, but also there's a
Yeah.
story that needs to be told with the animals in the BIC, and when the animal
Man.
and when the animals play the U, let's see how the animals react when they play a healthy 100% Huff. I mean,
Well,
Huff and DT
they
that
need
might
to
be
focus on BIC first,
no.
but
Obviously, you don't. You
Huff.
obviously do not look past the defending
No, you
champion.
do not.
Question.
You do not.
Um,
Wow. Here we go. Um. Whatever.
Never a dull moment, is there?
Never a dull moment in the chat, but we need more of them though. Damn, lost my train of thought. Oh, but to see DT and Huff, dang, two quarterbacks that can get out the pocket and create with their feet. Yeah, man. But Patterson, they did take care of business. It was a good game. The running game for the Renegades was working very well. It just didn't pan out for him this week.
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things to where, I mean, the Renegades are still trying to form an identity. Obviously, a majority of the team that was successful last season is not there, um,
Yeah.
and they're trying to put it together. And on the flip side, the Patterson U, like I said, they're a different team when their key cogs are healthy. And again, we might beat this, you know, beat it to death. But I mean, again, a healthy, effective, efficient Huff makes everything different for the Patterson U. It just
Yeah.
I mean, it really is that simple as 1, 2, 3. It really truly is. And like I said, I mean, the U got to be feeling confident at an all-time high. Going into the bye week for everybody in the league with a 3-0 record.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, in the official top seven, if you will. Some people have them at one, some people have them at two, which that is your right as a fan and a media member to feel how the way you feel.
Yeah.
But the interesting matchups are coming.
Oh,
As
this after we do our top, it's in 2 weeks. It's all gonna be shaking up, I think,
oh yeah, we
because you're
have
gonna
some.
have a team taking their first. Well, no,
Yeah, somebody will take their first L when the no the BIC already have a loss. So I take
yeah.
that.
So that's
So
uh,
the
that's 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 the
animals
route. That's the route I was
the
thinking about going. Yeah,
animals
yeah, yeah.
could perhaps get their first loss of
Potential.
the year.
Yeah.
Although if David Tender has to say, you'll be like, not on my watch. Which we
Well,
know the animals have been competitive with the BIC. We know that they've
yes.
gone tooth and
There
nail
was
with
no
the BIC.
defense. It was no defense almost the last time they
True,
played.
But the
No
question,
defense.
and that lies the question is, can the Animals defense, and I think this is where Ricardo Freeman, the Wolverine, comes into play for the Animals. Can he
Yeah.
be the difference maker in a game against the BIC to perhaps make the Animals? I don't want to say the Animals arrive, but more of okay, they beat the U, now they beat the BIC. Now, can
What?
they do it again when it really,
Yeah.
really counts towards playoff time in
Mm-hmm.
May? Which May will be here sooner than you think. Heck, we already have gone through March. It'll
Yeah.
be April on It'll be April on Wednesday.
So do pretty much everybody slightly makes the playoffs, right?
Now I
How
don't
is
know
that
how
broken
that.
down? Well, it might
Now
be in
I
the
don't
East. I
know
don't know
how that
how.
is going to. I don't know how that's going to work. Um, I don't know how the playoff seeding is going to work. I mean, we do know the Final Four will be in New Jersey, and we do know that the championship game is coming back out west. That we do know. Of
Wait.
course,
Is
of
Vegas
course,
or Arizona?
don't know where in the desert, but it'll be in a desert atmosphere
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes.
So,
Prepare, because I will be at the championship game. I got to get there. I got to get there.
so
Yes.
there's that. But yeah.
Kurt.
Oh, that was basically a punt.
Are you talking about which game are you watching?
I'm doing some catch up with the Animals and the Heathens, and I just saw the interception, which pretty much was a surrender throw in a
But yeah,
sense.
it was surrender. Yeah, that's yeah. Sure. All right, so that's good to know because when we did when I talked to Sterry, well, me and JP talked to Sterry, there was still no general idea of where everything was. So thank you for the clarification on that. So perfect. Just give me the dates and I'm
Well,
going to put vacation in.
well, well. The championship game is May 31st. That date is set. That we do know. Um, yeah, you're not
Don't
gonna
flip them
arm
off
tackle
that
David
weekend.
Tender like that. I'm just saying. But what do I know?
No,
Um,
no, you're not.
but
May
what do I know?
31st.
But again, just to go over the final scores again on the northeast side, it was the Silk City Animals pitching a shutout against the
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Bob? How are you?
Hey, what's
Um,
up, Bobby?
against the Virginia Heathens, as the Heathens are still looking for their first win of the 2026
Where
season.
is Captain America still part of the team?
Yeah, as far as I know, but Corey made a very good point on last Wednesday's other side of the ball, which again, catch us at 5:30s on Wednesday on the other side of the ball. Here on the other
Mm-hmm.
side, but on the other side of the ball never. But Corey made a very valid point when he says again. I mean, yeah, he is a national rugby player, which is great and all.
Okay.
Doing all right, Bob. But it's like okay, if you're only good to play maybe 2 games out of the season, then
Yeah.
what about the rest of the team? Um, and that remains to be seen. So, I mean, very good valid point by Corey Hammond, who is never
Yes.
at a loss for words when it comes
No.
to the American
No.
Sevens Football League or just in anything in general. Um, however, yes, he
Hold
is on the
on.
team. Did he play in today's game? He
Nope.
did not. Okay.
Commentated.
No, not Corey. Did Captain America
Oh,
play for the
I,
Heathens?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't hear no mention of his name when I was listening to the game. But before we move on, we'd like to let Bob know this is not our open forum Mizzle and Dub show. This is our A7 recap show. But yes, he did win.
I'll just say this very quickly, and back to A7. The possibility of what a trick Williams, Sami Zayn, Prakan could be could do something, but We'll talk about that on the next Ring Psychology Podcast episode down the road with Josh Prenatively Awful Joffos. All right, so um, looking at the standings right now, if I can find the standings, no, there is no standings. So,
Oh, I guess we're gonna just fly on down from the east on down to the
but the
west side.
matchups, but the matchups in the East, when we
Oh,
reconvene
okay.
on April the 12th
Yes.
after the
Yes.
Easter break, um, somebody will get their first win of the season between the East Orange
Oh boy.
Renegades
Oh
and the
boy.
Virginia Heathens.
And the heathens. Oh man. They
Somebody,
should just make
somebody will get their win. So, Bob, we are talking about
they
the A7FL, which is the American Sevens Football League. It is a 7-on-7, no pads, no helmet tackle football league that's been
oh
around
yeah.
for the last 12 years. And we're recapping the games that happened in the Northeast in Virginia, in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and what happened out here in Nevada today. This year, it is a. Hold on, let me get the teams right because there was a lot more teams, but they did not play. It's a 11 team league, four in the East, or I mean, four in the West, six in the East, and which, by the way, go to acefl.tv to watch some archive footage of games so you can get a better understanding of what the 7-on-7 full contact format with no helmets or pads is all about. Um,
Or just go on YouTube and watch today's games.
that that too.
My brother
As
is a commentary for the Nevada division.
yes, third season doing it. Again, special thanks to Mr. Warner for helping out, and while Chris was celebrating Mrs. Tammy's birthday, which again, hope Mrs. Tammy had a fantastic birthday. But yeah, six
Absolutely.
teams in the Eastern Eastern Conference, if you will. But currently, right now, it is the Animals that have the lowest points against and the most points for. Are unbeaten at 3-0. Patterson U at 3-0. The Trenton BIC at 2-1. Phantoms 1-2. And the Renegades and the Heathens at 1-3. And of course, in Vegas, the Insomniacs and Stealth both um, at 2-0. Sickwood at 1-2. And the Hunters 0-3. But at least the Hunters tonight did not get shut out, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, the first touchdown of the year.
Yes, on a very
Good
nice
for them.
throw and return by Sean Mallard. Um,
Yes.
the matchups on again back on April the 12th as we reconvene. Again, we just talked about the Heathens and the Phantoms. Somebody will get their first win of the season.
They should make that the game of the week. For real.
Normally two unbeaten teams normally make the best games to watch because it's a lot of high drama. We
Yeah.
have the Lexington Phantoms against the Patterson U. So this time it's Patterson making the trip to Lexington, Kentucky, and we will see if the Patterson U will
Oof.
be playing
Travel
Iron Man
well, huh?
football. And yes, and see if
Right.
they travel well. That remains to be seen. Um, and then, of course, the matchup of the day back east, the Trenton BIC, the home team, taking on the Silk
Oof.
City Animals.
Get your popcorn
Unfortunately,
ready for that one.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch as I would like to watch because our game starts at 4 o'clock, and that is to say that a lot of ish talking will be going on when these two teams play because if you
Oh
haven't
boy.
been in the chat rooms, it's been going back and forth all day long. But yes,
The banter is fantastic.
it will be the much anticipated matchup for the Stealth as they get a chance to prove themselves, and they will prove themselves against the Insomniacs at 4. And then stick with it. And the Hunters are the nightcap on the 12th when we reconvene. So,
Whew.
Andrew Ruffin. So, with that said, switching things out here to the west, the Insomniacs only put up 53 today
Only.
on Stick with it. And here's the thing, folks. It was a 6-0 game
Yeah.
going into the second quarter.
Yeah.
But Scott Scooter Hamilton said, Hello, remember me? I can still play quarterback at a high level as the man threw touchdown passes, ran through defenders, shot put a touchdown pass,
Leaping over defenders.
decides to do his best Edwin Moses impression,
Hey,
like he's
hey,
jumping the hurdles.
that's my quarterback name.
Yeah, yeah. And also for those that were watching the West Coast feed, we apologize for the technical issues that took place.
Yeah.
You know, technology happens, as Chris says all the time. It's great when it wants to work, but when it doesn't, well, stuff like this
It's a
happens.
pain.
But it is a pain. It's tremendous pain. But here's my question.
Okay.
In regards to what we saw in the Sick-Witted Insomniacs game, in which the Insomniacs showed dominance, winning by a score of. Well, Kamari, a lot of people would agree with you on that.
Okay.
But I think he also should get some national recognition because I mean, what he's doing right now
Absolutely.
is, mind-boggling. Um,
Yeah.
and we're going to see what
I
tricks
mean,
he'll
the
come up
leap
with.
just alone, right then and there.
We will see what kind
Yeah,
of
but
what kind of accolades he will get.
did he throw 3 of them today? Or 4?
It felt like it was more than that.
Yeah, I mean that slant route, jeez. And I think what Mr. Clark had 2.
Yeah, Davik had two.
Fleming had 1. That's a slant route.
Flem had one. I want to say Prime had one, if I'm not mistaken.
Did
Um,
Munchie have 1 too?
Munchie had a rushing touchdown and
That's what
had
it
a
was.
and had
Yes.
a 2 point conversion.
2-point conversion, one-handed. That, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Look, mom, one hand.
Yeah.
But of course, Prime doing what he does, catching
I mean,
touchdown
a pick
pass,
six,
pick
three
six,
on one.
return. Uh,
I mean, slant route.
only thing he didn't do was a fumble recovery for a touchdown. But
Jeez.
just watching what I was seeing, it just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Sick with It is playing timid. I don't want to say that, but I mean, just something's lacking. Something is missing. Just well, I mean,
Oh,
what he does on the field in flat Kamari is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's why they've won a lot of tournaments in Nevada, which is a tremendous feat. I mean, last week they were competing in flag and the stealth war as well, and also in arena league stuff. So I mean, lots of stuff going on. But I mean, today it just looked like Sick would have kept shooting themselves in the foot.
but they
Like
were also doing some good things, though.
yeah, they were. Which again,
It's like for every one thing they did good, they did 2 things that were bad.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they would shoot themselves to cost the penalties, or they would put the church's money on the ground, which you cannot do.
Yeah. And you definitely can't do that when you're in a goal line situation as
No,
well.
definitely cannot do that because I mean, you have the chance to get back in the game, and then that
Yes.
happens, and then we almost had the second coming of the Holy Roller, but that did not happen.
Oh, baby.
Which, of course, I'm showing my age here.
Yeah. Y'all were, you and, what was it? I can't think of his, I forgot his name that fast. But you guys were in there showing your age. Definitely with the commentary. Some of the things you guys were saying, I'm like, man, stop telling our age.
I mean, they need to know. They need
Can't
to know
help
their
it.
history lessons. They need to know that.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
but I mean, the Insomniacs showing off their prowess, wearing the red jerseys, and just basically imposing their will on Sick with It. Um,
All
and I
phases
mean,
of the game.
Warner kept asking the question of why is Darren Palmer not getting involved in the offense when he should be. That is one of your key cogs on offense, and he complements Siobhan Richardson very, very well. But I just don't know. It's
Vaughn had
very
a good game too today, yesterday.
Oh yeah, he took two back to the house, and then again, as we're doing the game, and I'm looking, I'm saying, no, that's not him. And lo and behold, yes, it is him. It is live with 2-5 as he got back on the field
Woo!
for the first
Hey,
time
he's
in
a difference maker.
had 2.5 years not being on there, and again the neutralizer once again show why that he is one of the best neutralizers in the 3-on-1. Even though
Hey, the hang time, the hang time.
Even though Vaughn got him twice, but the hang time and having teams start deep in their own territory.
Yeah,
Um,
putting out the end zone.
yeah, but
Fantastic.
also, as I said before, I'll say it again. Mr. Mouth, Chris McWilliams, appears to be back in his 2023 form as he was again applying pressure all over the place, along with Chris Cunningham, whose motor does not stop, along with AJ McQuaig, whose motor does not stop,
Absolutely.
along with Moses Smith, whose motor
Yeah.
does not stop. Um, and like
Oh,
Warner was saying, pick your poison.
yeah. Any update on Mr. Carter?
Don't know. He was limping off the field. Obviously,
Yeah.
he did not return. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. We'll perhaps get some updates from
Hopefully, a little
the
precaution.
Insomniacs real soon. But
Yeah.
also, again, you got three guys. Fourth, if you want to count the quarterback, that can.
Good to see Mr. Wilkerson out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out there running hard.
Yeah. Running as only RTC can run.
Absolutely. And did we see him out there playing a little bit of wide?
You did. He lined
Yeah.
up. He lined up as a wide receiver. I mean, the Insomniacs, they're gonna have their fun.
Yes.
But they were definitely trying out some new things. Like I said, seeing Calvin Deloney, he has been a tremendous stud in the 3-on-1 defense for the
Mm-hmm.
Insomniacs, a former
Mm-hmm.
goal and OTT player who was fitting in very nicely with the Wolfpack, among other things. As the Insomniacs just again take care of business. Now, if you're sick, if
Mm-hmm.
you're Coach Gray,
Mm-hmm.
we know this is not the best that they can play up to. We know it's not
Mm-hmm.
up to their par and their standard. How does Sick get back on track to try to make a playoff run and continue their aspirations of perhaps representing Vegas in the championship game?
I, I don't know.
Speak of the man.
Oh yes.
My guy, check
What's
your
up,
inbox.
brother?
Check your Gmail. The link
What's
has been
happening?
sent
Yes, indeed.
because
I,
we
I
did
don't.
because we did promote that you did want to say something. So the link has been sent, my guy.
I don't know because they show flashes of dominance. And then it's a tale of two halves or
Well,
two
just from
different
the looks
versions
of
of
it,
them.
they kept shooting themselves in the foot with costly mistakes. And of course, as it's been said already, you cannot give the upper echelon teams of this league, you cannot give them
No,
extra downs.
no. You got
Just
to
like
take
in
advantage when it's
just like in baseball, you can't give a good team extra outs. You can't give a good football team extra set of downs because they will normally make you pay, and the Insomniacs make them pay. But folks, again, after 2.5 years, 2-5 made his return, being the neutralizer that he is, with the
yeah.
exception of two times that Vaughn got him. But also, I
It
mean,
happens. It happens. It
it
happens.
does. And if 2-5 did not jump in front, he would have had a third on one good return that Vaughn had that did not go all the way actually. Um, but
That was a good
again,
tackle.
I go back to the defense, seeing Chris Cunningham back out there,
Mm-hmm.
seeing Big King back out there,
Mm-hmm.
those and seeing Mr. Mouth,
It's definitely good to
also.
see Kenny Mack out there for sure.
Well, they await his return, which he's out there, coaching the future linemen of this
Of
game and doing a
course.
heck of a job doing it, and also coaching the O line in the IFL with the Vegas Nighthawks, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Wilkerson and Donnie both play for the Nighthawks, but I mean, there's just I feel like something is missing with Sick, and it's like you really can't put it on
Okay,
on what
because
it is.
I was
Because I
definitely going to
mean,
ask you what you think it is.
well, for one thing, I mean they've got to protect T Jones better because he seemingly
Yes,
never has any time to throw the ball, and every time he wants to try to step up, there's somebody trying to
yeah,
get in his face and bring him
yeah.
down.
And he made some
Because
nice throws when he
yeah,
had
he
time.
can throw the football.
Yes.
He can sling the rock, and also Von Richardson made two great catches, all being a defeat. The
Whew.
one to where
The
he's
one-handed.
the one-handed one, the one where he stays inbounds and nearly
Oh, and
takes it all away.
yeah,
Um,
he should have cut up. If you'd have cut up, but you can't dictate with some of these players. Oh, there's my guy.
all right,
You
folks.
love him.
He
Here we
said,
go.
"Dub, I
Here's my
want
guy.
on. I got
Here's
something
my
to
guy.
say."
Wait, wait,
So,
wait, wait. I'm glad he said he wanted on instead of asking Kenny come on because we
oh,
already know. So Kenny Mack wasn't there, Dub. What were we talking about?
I didn't say it was there. I was just saying that he was
Oh,
coaching. But
oh,
without
okay.
further ado, he said, "Dub, I got something to say. I want on." Of course, I asked Mizzle, and Mizzle like, "Don't you ever tell me that again. You know he's got the open door. Just say he's coming
I'm
on."
ready,
So,
B.
without further
Absolutely.
ado, folks, you know him, you love him, the returning neutralizer for the Wolfpack. You know him, you love him, Mr. Live 25. What's going on, sir?
Dub was popping. Mizzle was good.
Hey, what's good, brother? How you
Man,
doing?
I'm chilling.
It was good to see you on the field, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's my first time instead of seeing it live instead of watching you play before. But yeah, you had some hang time on that ball, my brother.
A
Yeah.
little bit. A little bit. You know. But they say two and a half or some years of not really throwing shit or not really throwing. I did alright.
Well, how did you feel being back on the field?
I felt good. I felt good.
I love it. Love it.
It
Well, the
wasn't
floor is yours, brother.
you said what?
The floor is yours. Dub said you had something to say, so
Oh
we all
man.
ears.
I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was the problem. A motherfucker told me I wasn't I didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, 2.5 years of me, you worried about me after one game?
I
Shouldn't be worried
mean,
about
didn't
little
use
E.
dominance. You kept them at the 20. I mean, yeah, they got the two, but they had a long field majority of the game.
Man, look,
Yeah.
check it out. I give Richardson his credit. I even told him and I even said it on during the game, you feel me, at the end of the Steph game. Give him his credit. You feel me? He's been a great, returner for them and all that shit. That was even the test for me with coming back, with having to make big plays and just having to be a part of certain shit. So, kudos to him. But of
Absolutely.
course, y'all already know. I go back, I watch film, I study, and I always figure out what to do different. So that shit ain't gonna happen again.
Hey, I believe it. I believe it.
Hey, but Mizzle, a
Yes, sir.
lineman could never tell me shit. Okay, a lineman that does not produce as much time as they should cannot tell me a motherfucking thing. Okay, somebody that has been in this league since I have been out of this league cannot tell me shit. All right, can't tell me a fuck ass thing. I came back today and made more plays than he's made blocks.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Absolutely.
oh, oh. Well, I saw some fantastic play. I mean, no return on the 3-on-1, which is the most fantastic play in A7, but it got neutralized, as my
Oh
brother would
yeah,
like to
no,
say.
look, I say look, Richardson definitely got his two. Without his two, they
Yeah.
wouldn't have really had shit.
This is true. Do
But
you
again,
agree with that one?
I mean, it happens.
Oh, absolutely.
It
Oh,
happens.
Absolutely. I
it's
I
mean,
like it.
football.
I,
It's
I
football.
like it. I like it. I ain't want this shit to happen, but at the same time, I kind of needed it to happen. You feel me? Like you need certain plays, and you need certain shit to happen.
Absolutely. So you know what to do next time, like you just said. So
100%.
it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah.
The
So
ball
being
would be
that
just be
you
placed out there in the out the end zone.
so 2-5, tell our viewers, because I mean obviously you've been on one side of the sideline in this matchup between these two. Tell me what it's like to be on the other side, if you will, of this matchup between now two teams that you have both played for in this league.
I mean, I say there is a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's more of a sense of togetherness with the Insomniacs. You feel me? There's more of if some shit happens, is they're trying to figure out right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That is
What
facts.
you know what I'm saying? What to necessarily do on the next play? You know what I mean? Or if you get faced with whatever situation, what to do different. Sickwood is no different. Like I got mad respect for a lot of them guys over there. You feel me? I done played with a lot of them guys. A lot of them guys know, like, you know what I'm saying? At the same time though, it's one of those where we're still trying to figure out certain shit, or still trying to figure out who is what and where is why, and like we shouldn't be at that point. You feel me? At this point in time, you should already know what's what. They've been a part of the league. They've been in some tough games. Already know what games is gonna be what. You know what I'm saying? So I think even as far as just preparation, the preparation is definitely different. You feel me? The preparation just for the game itself is different. With just communication and like I said, people being in the right spot, or you know, people being ready when their number is called. Like,
To which
Well, we
also,
do
folks,
know the
2-5,
chat is ridiculous between with the team as we
100%.
hear.
but also 2-5 was also out there with doing a little bit of tight end work. Didn't necessarily get a ball, but he was out there doing some tight end work, also doing some blocking. But of course, he said he wanted to make throwing ones great again, and with his neutralizing hang time ball,
Yeah, man, make
certainly
that shit
kept pinning
fun.
Sick back in their own territory with the
Make that shit
interception
fun. It's
returns.
like I said, teams were averaging getting to at least a 40 or the 50. You feel me? Every play. Like, doesn't matter who. It's 40, 50, even probably even, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Well, like you said, if it wasn't for those two returns, Sick would have been basically starting at the 20.
They would, and not only that, they would have had 6 points. The only score would have been the Darren Palmer touchdown late in the game.
Which was
I mean,
nice. Which was nice too.
I just got to understand though. Richardson had a great game today. If you really think about it
Oh
overall,
yes.
he had a great fucking game. He had 2
Mm-hmm.
returns. He had one hand catch. You feel me? He had a few other catches. You feel me? Like he had a great game. Definitely had a great game today.
But talk about your teammate Primetime.
Mr. Allen.
Prime
Yes.
funny as hell. Prime funny as hell. That's Prime one of my favorite players though. Prime funny. He got a lot of passion in him. I just got done saying like he a youngster, but he got a lot of passion. I mean, he a great player. You know what I'm saying? He like being put in certain, you know, predicaments to where he can showcase his talent, and he able to fulfill it every time. And you know what I'm saying? He had
I
the
love
tip
players
ball with
like that.
Although
he
I
do.
will say, it's not wise to give him ball in hand and a running head start. That's not good for your that's not good for your not good for your health.
I'm telling you.
If it wasn't for that fantastic tackle, he would have had another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But again, you were talking about the pick. You were talking about the pick six earlier. Just right spot, right time, right place. Off of Murphy, and Prime just says, "Thank you. I'll take that."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna high step. Could have high step from the 50.
Yeah. Like I said, being on the sideline with their ass is funny as hell because you hear a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I've already been on that sideline, you know what I'm saying, even before. So it's like you kind of already know, you know, how shit goes. You feel me? But,
Oh yeah.
I mean, when it's like you actually up over there, it ain't all just praises. Everybody think it's all just praises. No, they getting each other ass. They hold each other accountable. Yeah, I'm saying accountability is definitely huge. So
Absolutely. So your quarterback jumping over players, leaping over players, huh?
hey, the word on the street is everybody tired of getting their legs took out. So if you tired of getting your legs took out, the only thing you can do from here on out is to jump over a motherfucker.
Well, Scooter for sure did that. That was I, I don't know what else to say about him. I mean, I seen him throw passes behind his head,
You so
run
you
through
you were
people.
able to see it?
Oh yeah, Dubs. I think Ashmore might have had something, and Dub showed me on Facebook.
Okay, because I was watching the game back and
The feed,
that,
yeah, the feed
yeah,
was
the feed fucks up, and
because
you only get the after reaction of
and
it.
the commentary.
Yeah, in the commentary.
Because Dub was like, "Did you see what your quarterback did?" I say, "It'd have been nice to see it. I heard you."
Yeah.
But did you get to see any East Coast games?
I caught a little bit. I caught a little bit. Uh,
Chime in on those.
I did see Tinder and them boys go crazy. Uh, I didn't catch that because I ended up having to go to the fields. But what I did see, at least they was up. They was up like I want to say it was like 20 something to 6 or some shit like that. And then just
Okay.
slowly, really. Now what you got?
So you saw the Animals gate. Now we know when we come back from the break, it's going to be the Animals versus BIC.
Yeah,
Some of those passes that you saw DT throw, he can't make those.
but yeah, and
He can't make those type of
uh,
passes against BIC.
that's a
Would
fully
you
staffed
agree?
BIC too.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, they BIC took care of business, but it was a good first half, just like how it was when the Animals played them. I don't know what the Phantoms got to do, but they play a good first half. But something about that second half, they don't keep it together.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, didn't BIC travel kind of light?
Oh, they played Iron Man football for sure.
Yeah, they definitely traveled kind of light. You feel me? And was still able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Do what they did, which that's what we kind of all predicted. You know what I mean? They was gonna go out there with what
Yeah,
they had and still be able to, pull out the dub.
yeah. Well, when you got a staring in Hollywood, things can happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things can happen all the time. Now I'm pretty sure Mizzle already talked about it, but how does a 300-pound quarterback jump hurdles like he said with Moses? Like I saw it live, couldn't believe it. I saw the Steve Ashmore angle, still couldn't believe it. I mean, is there anything that Scott Hamilton can't do?
Hey,
No.
that shit. Hey, when I say the whole, what was that? Everybody, like the whole goddamn state. I don't want to say stadium, but like just everybody on the fields. Whether it doesn't matter if you was insomniacs or sick or even just fans, everybody's reaction was like, "The fuck."
You got to appreciate something like that.
No, 100.
No
percent
matter who you are, if you don't even like the player, you got to be like, "Yeah, that's some shit."
But hell of a play, a hell of a play,
Oh yeah,
hell of a
I didn't
play.
see that coming.
I just tried to, like I said, I just tried to watch it back, and it didn't play. So I was like, "Oh damn."
Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can take care of you with that. The Stealth and the Hunters.
Stealth and Hunters. I mean, I mean, Stealth did what they supposed to do. You feel me? The Hunters showed up with, like I said, 10 people. The fact that the Hunters are still showing up,
Oh, I didn't know that.
10 people or not, again, I'm always commend them for at least pulling up and trying to at least, give up some type of product and make it some type of competition. You feel me?
Yeah.
Uh, even as far as going as touching on, the quarterback situation. They had multiple quarterback situations. And yeah, so it's like consistency would just even figure out who their quarterback is. But I think oh boy ended up getting hurt. So Kamari,
Oh, okay.
you know, you want to see him take on all the shit that we telling him, and I think he is. You feel me? He's accepting the criticism. You know, the Hunters are still definitely trying to figure it out. But like I said, they showing up and they still playing. The stealth, they're building up the momentum that they need to be able to see where they really are when they play the teams that they need to play. Um, so they've been they've been where they where they need to be. Putting up these type of numbers is good for them. You know, it could be a boost for the whatever. In my head, I said ego. You feel me? But that's whatever. You feel me? But that's the shit that they need. Do I think that it's gonna work out the same way when they play certain teams? No, I feel like they're still gonna be the third little cousin. You feel me? Um, and that's just what it is.
All right. Yeah. At least they got on the board. It's been a while since they scored, so that's something to build off on. That was a good
Yeah.
3-on-1 take back too.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him. He's very shifty. He's fast. That motherfucker just don't. He don't got no traction for real. Like every time he touch, yeah. I had to tell him like, bro, you need to upgrade your cleats. You feel me? You need to get some. You need to get some shit with like the little teeth on the side for real.
Some little spike to it.
Yeah, he needs some. He need to upgrade his shit. That's what he need. He be trying to cut and shit. He be slipping and sliding.
I
Can't be
don't know
doing
what it
that.
is about Pinecrest turf, but the Pinecrest over in on the other side of Henderson, where we have the Final Four, that turf was horrible.
Oh, last year
Yes,
in
and
that fucking heat.
and then
But
the Pinecrest turf today, which I mean it wasn't humid, thank God. I mean the weather was very cooperative. Yeah.
I mean, Deb, you gotta admit though, we don't got that many turf monsters.
No.
We've definitely had quite a few over the season.
But it did try to rear its ugly head today with a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of people slipping out there.
But also, can we once again talk about how dynamic of a returner and how dynamic of a player Jaden Webb is making his return back on the field, playing for the Stealth, and of course taking another 3-on-1 return to the house as the
Ran
Stealth
right through him.
Yeah, as the Stealth took care of business. 56. I know there's been a lot of trash talking amongst the players in the Stealth against the Insomniacs, which of course the Insomniacs are still waiting for that Drip and Soul kitchen that Lee promised from last season, which they still have not gotten yet.
Damn, is this working on 2 years?
Almost. Feels like it. But you know, what do I know? I don't know nothing. But, however, Stealth. Now, again, as I said on the broadcast, I had to apologize because the Stealth jerseys did not match their numbers that they were wearing. So, unless
were they wearing the gold? Was that gold?
No, they were wearing King jerseys. It had Kings on them. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know what uniforms were those, but I mean, I messaged Lee. I said, Lee, when will your players get their actual jerseys so I can stop trying about who's which is which? He says supposedly they're coming in tomorrow, so hopefully by the time they get back on the field, which will be against the Insomniacs on April 12th, as we reconvene from the Easter break out here in the West. 2-5, I know you've been hearing the ish talking, if you will. Not to say that the Insomniacs need any kind of motivation. But is there some sense of motivation for the Wolfpack to just want to try to end it early against the Stealth?
I don't know nothing.
He knows nothing, he said. He knows nothing.
I mean, you just got to keep it real, though, right? I mean, I've been paying attention to a lot of shit, and it's not something that even necessarily I do, right? Certain people do it. You allow them to do it because whatever. But do you necessarily have to always like just talk? You don't got to talk. Play the game.
That's it. Let the
Let's just
game do the talking.
play the
And
game.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, whatever the score is, then I'll do my talking.
Yeah. Or if it just happens to be BTA, we all used to get whoopings, but talk you through it. Talk you through it.
That's pretty. That's pretty good. And it's gonna be a bad weekend. I like the way the games are going now. It's gonna after the break, how everybody gonna come back.
I wish that game would have been. I wish that game would have been the nightcap though.
Mm.
That game should have been the nightcap. They should have flipped that shit around.
Well, probably the reason why that's not happening is because, again, we don't start our games until 4 p.m. And I'm guessing they want the East Coast to catch the marquee matchup out here in the West. And that's why it's probably at that 4 p.m. slot to where it's 7 Eastern. And that could be like the last game before the East goes to bed because they're not going to stay up and watch Sick and the Hunters. So, I mean, yeah,
There's YouTube. They could have watched it later.
Yes, they could have. But I mean, I do agree. A marquee matchup like the Stealth and the Insomniacs should be under the lights on our own version of Sunday Night Football. But be it as it
Two
may,
undefeated teams too.
it didn't come out like that. So
I don't get that.
It is what it is. But
I'll make sure to chime in and watch that one now. That's gonna be entertaining.
I'm sure you will. But I mean, like I said, big shout out to Warner Truro for
Yeah.
helping me out. He was fantastic. Chris Chris sent his 2 cents in while he was celebrating the Mrs. birthday. I didn't get much from Mizzle because he was doing the 9 to 5 duties, if you will. But I'm pretty sure.
I chimed in though.
Oh, you did. And you asked the infamous question, and I was like, if I knew, because you were asking, where is it?
No, I said, why did he bring the ball out? Should have just
That
downed
part.
it.
And I'm like, your guess
That's
is
2
as good
weeks.
as mine.
That's 2 weeks in a row, and we didn't see that.
Yeah, and certainly, why you want to try to bring the ball out when Knox is throwing the ball, as Knox is throwing the ball as he's capable of doing? But that's here nor there. I don't understand why either. But it is what it is with that situation. Now, once again, we'll be taking Easter Resurrection Sunday off, but we will reconvene at the 29th at Pinecrest, Sloan Canyon in Henderson, and of course Asbury Park, and of course in Lexington, Kentucky. When we come back on the 12th, somebody will get their first win of the season. Will it be the Renegades? Will it be the Heathens? And Mr. JJ Pugh, how are you? JJ, who also looked good on defense today, playing for the Insomniacs, who can also run the ball if needed when they don't have the the 3-headed monster behind a Scooter in the backfield. But the marquee matchup in the East is the Animals and the BIC. That's at 4 p.m. at Asbury Park. The U and the Phantoms will play at 1 p.m. Eastern. In Kentucky, the U and the Phantoms. And thank you, sir. Appreciate you and your talented self on the field, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the nightcap out here in Nevada will be Sick with it against the Hunters. Last they played, Sick would have pitched a shutout. Somebody's O will go when it comes to the Insomniacs and the Stealth.
That should be the game of the week.
Coach Lee really feels like he has the guys that can go in there and beat the Insomniacs. That remains to be seen. I don't see it happening.
Well,
because
he
again,
came on the show and spoke his piece about that.
Again, to be the man, you have to beat the man, and
woo!
Right now, that's certainly not on the minds of Cool Ranch Doritos. But hey, crunch all you want, we'll make more.
But
I
don't even know.
2-5, how do you see Animals BIC when we come back after Easter break on April 12th? How do you see that matchup?
Fully staffed BIC, fully staffed Animals. I'm gonna still go with BIC for sure.
Well, we give you predictions now. Okay, all right. Well,
I think that's me. I feel like that's what he was asking me. So yeah, I'm gonna just go with it.
I'll follow that with that. I am actually going to pick the Animals. I want a little controversy.
Okay.
I want a little controversy. I think DT go come and back up.
I think it's gonna be one of them ones. I really think it's gonna be one of them ones. I feel like it's you want it to be one of them ones. You feel me?
Absolutely.
You know how DT feels about, you know what I'm saying, prior games, and you feel me? Like, this is even a game where he's been, you know, it's a game that he's even said he's been looking forward to, right? So, yeah.
Let's see if he get in his bag. I think he's gonna be in his bag. I'm not gonna count out Sterry because we know who he is and what he do. I just think at the end, DT gonna find a way to will his team to that W.
That very well could happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A7FL is 7-on-7, no pads, no helmet tackle football league. It's like used to play ball at recess, and instead of a kickoff, you would throw off for the quote unquote kick return, if you will. And yeah, go to YouTube, just type in A7FL and just watch a clip, watch a game, and you can understand why it is one of the most popular sports leagues during the spring, and also very entertaining, and why you've had guys like Mike Tomlin, among others, talk about this league. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And plus, yours truly. Well, thank you for letting us pop up on your homepage,
and make sure you subscribe. All pages.
Yes. We will. It'll probably be later on in the game, but we will talk about the Final Four as we do have 4 remaining to crown a national champion in college basketball. But back to Corey's favorite league, because Corey will have a cow if we went off script, if you will. But, yeah.
2-5.
2-5 is not trying to fall out of his chair, folks.
The truth shall set you free.
Hey, that's what the word says. But you know, don't take me. I mean, there is a reason. There is a reason why Debo gave him the name Corey A. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that's good.
No, but what I think what made it more funny is the way Rob Fabian read it on air when Rob Fabian came across it.
Oh, I need to go back and find that.
I don't know which game it was.
Okay, I'll find it.
But the way Big Rob said it,
off the screen.
I think 2-5 has fallen out of his chair. Someone check on him and make sure he's all right. But again, It was good to get back in the booth. Good to do the fun job, the happy job. Like I said, special thanks to Mr. Warner for helping me out. As Chris was being a good husband,
Yeah, y'all
making sure,
commentary was nice.
making
Excuse me.
Yeah,
sure, making sure,
it
you know,
was.
the wife had a good birthday. Zelly was fantastic doing the PA.
Oh,
Zelly hilarious.
We
hey,
need more of that.
No, for real.
hey,
Need more. So, Zelly, we
he was great.
need you to do
Yeah.
some more PA announcing for this upcoming season because need that
That
energy,
boy
need that
said,
passion.
"Eat your cornflake." He said, "No, eat your Wheaties.
Eat your
Eat your
Wheaties.
Wheaties."
You need to eat your Wheaties, but
Oh man,
but I did like the fact that Zelly was not being biased. He was showing emotion for all the teams. So
that's right.
that is very good to very good to see. But I mean, this is where we're at. Week 3 of the A7FL. Again, somebody's O will go when it comes to the B. When it comes to the
Wolfpack.
stealth and the
Stealth.
insomniacs, somebody's O will go. And will the BIC
I'm
give the
riding the
animals
pack
their
still.
first live? I mean, their first loss live on April the 12th. That remains to be seen. I know you want to say it. Go ahead and say it because you've been waiting all night to say it.
I'll just send it to you in the text. All right? We're gonna keep it real. We'll keep it copacetic right now. You'll
But
get it.
in case you're just joining us, this is the Mizzle Dub A7FL recap show as we're recapping week 3 of what happened in the A7FL and what happened today in week 3 in the A7 was 4 teams keep their undefeated streak going. As again today, the Silk City Animals, wearing those nice red threads, defeat the Virginia Heathens by a final score of 46-0. Trenton BIC, playing Ironman football, went to Lexington, Kentucky, and beat the Lexington Phantoms 38-12. East Orange Renegades and the U Renegades did the best they could, gave them hell, but at the end, the U pulled it off by 10, 38-28. And of course, 2-5 put, some would say, the enemy's colors on today. But 2-5 was back, neutralizing the 3-on-1 as only he could do it, as the Wolfpack, the Insomniacs, put up 53 to Sickwit's 22. Sickwit goes to 1-2. And the Silver State Stealth and the Hunters. At least the Hunters did not get shut out. They found the end zone, but still fell short over the Stealth 50-6. So again, when we reconvene on April the 12th, again it is Renegades and Heathens. Somebody will get their first win. Somebody will have the thrill of victory and the continued agony of defeat.
Yes.
On the 12th. Again, Stealth, Insomniacs, game of the day out here. A whole lot of trash talking about both squads. We will see who will get punched in the mouth and still have a puncher's chance to still talk ish. Just don't come in 2-5's way because he might run you over. And you might be bringing the whole offensive line with them. Sigwood and the Hunters at 6:30. And in the nightcap, if there is one, there isn't. But yeah, Renegades, Heathens, somebody will get the first win. That's in Virginia. You against the Phantoms in Lexington. In Asbury Park, it's BIC and the Animals. And of course, Stealth, Insomniacs,
Phantoms don't travel,
Stick
huh?
with it, and the Hunters. So, yeah, some teams really don't travel. But
Home field advantage right there. Oh, not really.
2-5. Did you need to get what you need to get off your chest about a certain player that was trying to
Did you
call
hear
out
what
your
he just
prowess?
said? He said an offensive lineman can't tell him a motherfucking thing. And he said it with his chest.
And not only did he say it with his chest.
I'm a better O lineman. Okay. I'm better. I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
Yes. You gotta love the banter.
That's my dog.
You should just leave that up there.
It's better. I don't know what the hostility was. You feel me? I don't know how.
He was feeling some type of way. Who knows?
I'm better.
He's saying it with passion, but not saying it with passion, if you know what I mean.
I'm better.
And that's pretty much all he has to say.
I did, yeah. You know, look. My job was to do I did my job. You know?
Put your defense in a very good situation.
He did his job, or whatever. If you want to even put it as a collective, right? He did his job, but he had other people. So if they did their job, then they would have had more points as a collective unit.
Sounds about right to me.
I can't top that, and I'm not even going to.
I was fine. I don't think my quarterback got sacked. Did he? I don't think so.
They tried, but he was either shot putting the ball or
got rid of it, but he didn't get sacked.
Scooter a little tough to take down. You got to bring, and even if you got the whole squad, we see what he did in the championship game last year.
I'm a better blocker than him.
Oh.
There you go. And here comes Mr. Lee, as again, he finally will get his wish. Stealth and the Insomniacs on April the 12th. Mark your calendars for that one, because somebody's will go in the Battle of Unbeatens here in Nevada. Again, that would be the Silver State Stealth against the Insomniacs.
I mean, we got two good games, one on each coast. That's just going pretty much kind of determine a few things. So
it's a good game for sure.
It possibly could, yes.
It's going to be
just bring it
all the way around.
But again, Absolutely. If you're the opposing team, you've got to win the game. That's just how it is. You've got to win. If not, well, you'll be that closer to joining the crew in Cancun and going fishing.
On that couch.
Or being on that couch. Being on that couch, taking a nice, wonderful nap.
Absolutely.
But, you know, what do I know? But final thoughts as we put a bow on a wrap on week 3 in the A7FL, and looking forward to some of these matchups when we reconvene from the Easter break on April the 12th.
Go for it, 2-5.
Let's say y'all go first, since you know I'm the shit. You know what I mean? It was good to be back. Felt good. Look forward to plenty more games. All that good shit. Yeah, I'm just a better line. I'm better. You know. I could catch. I could throw. Clearly, I can't really tackle. I could slow. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's a bow right there. That's the final thought for you.
Don't unleash more of that out of him, because that's not good for the weak in heart. I'm just trying to tell you, folks.
Lucky I ain't pop open this cut water. I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah.
Well, my final thoughts are it was good to see the Hunters finally get on the board as far as scoring wise. Mallet had a very nice 3-on-1 return for the Hunters as the Hunters continue to figure out who should be quarterback number 1, even though 2-5 has his pick because he loves Candelopus, loves his motor. That's his guy.
Hey, I like him. He got to go somewhere. He got to go somewhere else. Even if he was to go to like the stealth, you feel me? Like he got to go somewhere else. He can be utilized way different.
But with that said, definitely planning to enjoy the festivities that will lead up to the return of the A7, as we will come back on April 12th with some great matchups. Again, like I said, shout out to Mr. Warner for helping me out in the booth today. Was greatly appreciated. even though we also had the prowess of 2-5 towards the end of the stealth Hunter's game, given his analysis, if you will. But certainly, we appreciate everybody that supports this league, that supports the A7FL. Continue to like, share, but more importantly, subscribe to the American Sevens Football League. Some of the most exciting plays in the game. Mizzle, your thoughts or your final thoughts as you put a bow wrap on this?
Good week 3. I like that after we come off this break that we get 2 fantastic games with 2 teams that are striving to, you got one team that's already at the dominance, which is the Somniacs, but then you got the stealth coming in, they're trying to put their name in the bag, and try to take down the top tier. So that we got that. Then let's see if DT can do what DT do and take down BIC. And we got the Manny Diaz versus the Animals. But no, it's really gonna be BIC versus the Animals. But I just want to really see those 2 teams and see how it pans out. I'm just ready.
He's just a fan.
A
big fan.
Hey, I'm a kid watching what we all did when we were younger. Tackle football with no protection, just out there just playing. So this is good for the soul.
I mean, there's really nothing else to say on that one. Appreciate y'all for joining us on this recap show. Again, enjoy the Easter break with your loved ones, folks. Also, don't forget to check out the other side of the ball this upcoming Wednesday with myself, 2-5, Corey A. Smith, as a lot of people like to affectionately call him, and Chris Vera, who is out there making Miss Sammy feel special. Anyways, for Live with 2-5, for Mizzle, and to all the fans in the chat, we appreciate y'all for joining us. I'm Dub, saying so long, and you've been watching the Mizzle and Dub A7FL 3 week 3 recap show. Good morning. It's 5 o'clock some damn where. Take us home, Super Dope Beatmaker.